So one of the issues that we were talking about is the evolution of teaching, and introducing gamification, some sort of gaming activity to enhance the students' learning. And of course, this process is very complex. But what I try to do is I try to distill it to 4 to 5 aspects that I consider relevant. And the first one is the challenges. Challenges in education these days. We are competing for students' attention, and the education itself has changed. The blackboard is not enough anymore, and we have other competing activities such as like online courses or online training, and the problem with that is it opens up the possibility to have more people being engaged in the learning process. But the problem is we also notice that has very low completion rates. And I do think that some kind of a gamification of the content, or gamification, structural gamification of the content, will provide us with an ability to keep the students engaged. And not only engaged, but stimulated, be refreshing, and obviously help with that component of teaching. Now that's one, and the second one is that teaching itself has not changed as fast as technology has. So you have now a multitude, a myriad of devices, the smartphones, the pads, the tablets, all these activities, and the students are always on those. They spend a lot of time engaged in technology, and I think we are missing the opportunity to use that as a venue for conveying the information and retaining the attention and increasing the ability of a student, almost without them noticing. So it's almost we're tricking them into learning. The next aspect where I think this would be very valuable will be in assessment. Me personally, and I know that I share that with many people, is assessment is an uncomfortable activity, because when you are providing an exam or a quiz or something which you're trying to assess what you have learned, the process of assessment tends to disrupt the thing that we're trying to measure. And the students, they say they are uncomfortable being in an exam. Very few students love exams, but those are, I think, they're a minority. And I believe that gaming was a process in which you use self-assessment to see how well you're doing at a course. And the important thing here is that the feedback, it has to be a close loop. You have to get feedback almost right away. So you do something, you get the feedback, and you get into this mentality of just one more level. And that approach actually keeps the students engaged longer. And people have actually measured those. The people have measured that engagement almost triples in courses that they have these kind of activities.